Literature to film, Project X Marks the Spot is a short film about a South African assassin bent on spilling the ills that occur in the CIA. Produced by Grace Norman and directed by its star Michael Norman, the film has received 3 awards from the International Best Short Film Competition. Now this morning we're joined by the Normans, who run Michael and Grace Studios. And of course, to share more and to also hail powerful women today on a Women's Day. Grace, Michael, so good to have you on the show this morning.
Thank you.
From Michael and Grace Studios. Grace, I'm going to start off with you. This film has received so many nominations, awards, just recognition. Why do you think it's important for this type of acclaim when it comes to South African films?
Well, I think a couple of things, if I were to even mention them in order. Hollywood has not had African assassin.
Yeah.
That is what really has been like a huge spin-off. That's what got them all excited.
Yeah.
That was the first part. And then the second thing is the stunt work that was produced for a first-time filmmaking at that level.
Yeah.
So that was also something that we really received recognition for, and we were talking about it. And then lastly, just the execution, the way it was executed, the entire production in its own. We've really received great comments on, how it was executed.
I love this. I love the fact that we're telling different stories. This really makes me happy.
Yes.
I mean, here you brought in the CIA, Michael. What was it about the CIA narrative that just made you want to write this story?
Okay, first of all, it was the fact that Idris Elba didn't get the part of being Bond.
That's all good. You missed out on that one.
Yeah, and there's quite a number of stories that have associated with African history that have assassins involved, and black assassins.
Yes.
And there's so much action in that category alone that it had to be exploited for action in regards to the black genre. So I thought to myself, look, there's a lot of stories that have to be told different other than political side of things. And let's just put it in a whole Jason Bourne mechanic kind of narrative. And found that interesting, motivated by Idris Elba's designation of Bond, and I put that together and became a success.
It's beautiful. We're here for it. We are here for this story. It's so awesome. Now, Grace, it's so wonderful to see a female producer at the helm of this movie. What do you think South Africa needs to do to continue to support women, not only in a directorial, kind of platform, but as producers as well? Because I'm sure we could do more.
We definitely can do more. I think before we even mention what we can do, we need to understand that Michael and Grace Studios is a film business.
Yeah.
And then when I'm on set, I'm a producer and Michael is a director. And now once we start to differentiate that there's a film business and the film industry, we start to grow the market. And then now women can start to participate not only in the industry, but also in the business of film. That's what I really would emphasize. And I mean, I guess there's a lot of work around the film industry is not, sometimes, you hear people saying, oh, it's just a hobby, you guys are in this industry. It's not a hobby, it's a billion-dollar industry.
They're waiting for us to get a real job.
No.
This is a real job.
This is the real job.
This is a real job,
This
yes.
is a billion-dollar industry internationally.
Exactly.
And I mean, there's so much that one can do. And at this point, it's really held by certain corporates, individuals, and we need to expand. So yes, there's quite a bit to do, and we just have to define where we want to play in the industry, and like you said, tell different stories,
Wonderful.
Very
Michael,
important.
what is next for Michael and Grace Studios?
We are busy with feature film now, which is the continuation of that, and it's going to have it's going to have all the perks in it, the frills and the fun. Full high budget movie's about 23 million. So it's going to have an entire story narrative of what actually transpired, because it's actually motivated from true events. So mixed with fiction, it's going to be the absolute bomb.
Well, now that we have a black assassin, you could have a colored assassin. I'm available. I'm ready for it. Sharpshooter. Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you so much, Michael, for being here with us today. And of course, it's thanks to people like the Normans who make Mzansi proud by flying our flag high on the international stage. Let's continue to give young South Africans inspiration to put our talent out there on this platform, and of course to develop it instead of idolizing international heroes. Happy Women's Day to all the incredible female producers, directors, and everybody in the industry.